How's it going, guys? Cool Sheets here, and we've actually got a surprise trailer today for the Mandalorian and Grogu out March 22nd, and it's looking pretty good. I watched it a couple times, so now we're gonna go over it together. We're gonna analyze, we're gonna try and react, so that'll be interesting. I'm liking it. I will preface this by saying I'm happy Star Wars is moving in a more positive direction, because before we were getting things like Lizzo and Jack Black and just other things like that. But I understand for every Lizzo and Jack Black, there was Clone Wars, there was Bad Batch, there was the Jedi games, so definitely a lot. But I'm happy we're moving away from the sequel trilogy, kind of going towards this, so things are looking pretty good. And I know Kathleen Kennedy is out. I don't know if I want to say a whole lot about that, but I was not her biggest fan because, you know, the sequel trilogy and all that, and I think they should have just stuck to George Lucas's fan, but that's all that. And we got some really good news. Mandalorian Grogu, I think the reason why it's even a movie is because Season 3 didn't do so well because of like a lack of viewership and maybe the Jack Black influences. I'm putting a lot of blame on them. I probably shouldn't, but I mean, my dad and I, we saw that episode and we're like, what's even going on here? Again, no shade to those people, but are they really Star Wars people? Jack Black I can understand, but Lizzo, I mean, no shade to her. I keep saying, but like, does she even know like what a lightsaber is? You know, I don't know. But that's just my personal opinion there. I'm not trying to beef with Lizzo. She might eat me. Alright, so let's get into it. Mandalorian Grogu out on May 22nd. The shot with the X-Wings is just so cool because you can see them all coming in and it's like, yo, we're here. New Republic is back, baby. And we're going to secure the galaxy. And just, it's aura. I like it, especially with the backdrop runs you like Tatooine, which I think they're going for. Even this scene reminds me of the Millennium Falcon. I know it's probably not, but I can just envision that one scene where they're on the asteroid and there's that big worm in there and like Luke and Leia and all those guys are kind of like jumping out. So I like it. Definitely Star Wars-y. Is that R2? No, it's probably some of the astromech.
Hey, never touch the buttons.
I love how they have that recurrent. Oh, but they've got the Razor Crest back. Yeah, I guess they rebuilt it because I know he was with that like Nabooian starfighter and that was really cool. I liked it. Because I can imagine him having like a long range starship, kind of like the Razor Crest. But then, I mean, I know you can't really like fit a smaller spaceship, but what if you could like tow it or have it attached to like the underbelly of the ship or whatever? And so if he needs to really fight, he can kind of get in that for nimbleness and all that. Even though I know he's pretty nimble, pretty quick, pretty swift in this ship, so that's nice. They got a little Grogu all buttoned up. It's nice to see him back, even though it would have been really interesting to see him on his training arc with Luke. I think he could have been the next YODA. And honestly, I think it's better to have probably these species as like the Grandmaster of the Jedi Order, or probably in like charge of positions in general, because they're just like so old and they can really be around so long. But maybe that's why they shouldn't be. That could also be another point of contention. Like, yeah, you are so long lived, but does that mean that you'll be stuck in your old ways? There are new challenges, new universe, new republic. And so, yeah, but this guy's like 50 years old. That's crazy. My dad's 50 years old. 50 years young, I mean, he's great. A little bit of a paint job. All right, some yellow on there. Coruscant's always beautiful. That's my favorite planet.
Whoa, for this price, I'll tell you whatever you want.
I'm looking for a hut.
Close for the night. Thank you.
Funny how he doesn't want to deal with the hut, because even though the New Republic is around and all that, they still got like a lot of power. And is that like a robot? It looks like some like and Dreadnought from Warhammer, another great series. Two of them here. I can just imagine like a Rancor coming out here. And yeah, I think that's what they're going for though. Genuine like original trilogy vibes, which I love. I mean, favorite piece of Star Wars is the Clone Wars, God bless. You know, George Lucas and Dave Filoni, God bless Ahsoka Tano, man. First crush ever. Her and God, the Senator Padme. Oh my, Padme in that white outfit and Ahsoka running around. I mean, they knew what to give us, you know.
Gangsters.
Couple huts.
Long live the
Empire. The Empire is cool as hell. I know people like, oh, Empire better than that, guys, but Empire is just awesome. Let's be honest here. We all want to be Darth Vader when we're going. We still want to be Darth. Who does not want to be Darth Vader? We just want to get with Darth Talon, though. That's what we want.
We'll take out every bad guy in your deck of cards.
That's a little salute. And he's got the little medallion there. That's cute. How he's like repping his dad's like sigil. Yeah. But yeah. You would think that the flames would be a better idea against the Beskar because there are exposed areas, but maybe his suit is like flame resistant. Probably, I think, because these guys are all about flamethrowers, Mandalorians, right? So it's like a fire attack being used against a fire Pokemon. It's just not going to go so well. I mean, it might do some damage, but they're probably prepared though. Just finish him off. I think that's a war crime if they like surrender and then you shoot them. But I mean, it is the Empire, so Sigourney Weaver, that's awesome. I remember watching her in Aliens, and when she was in Daredevil, Matt and I were like, "Whoa, this is cool." But it's always nice. I think she's a pretty good actress, and she fits into the kind of the whole sci-fi thing because that's been her thing for a while. I don't know her in much outside of like Aliens and like Daredevil, because I think those are her. Aliens is really what she's known for, but she was killer in those movies though. And it was like, no way, because you see these like this crazy scaly like lizard type alien, and she's hunting it down, and then she's gotta like escape with the cat and like the girl, and it's pretty neat. So definitely some Nostromo, some Aliens vibes. And yeah, repping the New Republic, and she's got her little Dave at her iPad here. It's kind of funny because I think that the iPad looks a lot more futuristic than this, and I know it's supposed to be like light and all that, and that's a bit of a funny thing with Star Wars, where the props, I think even George Lucas said like, yeah, those communicators that they use, like originally introduced kind of like in the Phantom Menace, even in the Clone Wars, you can see it's like a little like a oval thing that they have on like their arms or something. Yeah, that was just like the back of like a shaver of like a razor. So that's pretty neat. That's funny. But yes, be simple. You know, I guess that's practical effects are king. I don't know what this is though. Is that, no, that's not Jerry. Probably flowers or something. We'll say. Grogu, awesome. Okay, he's using the Force against the mouse droid. That's pretty tough. I've tried to do that myself and I haven't been so successful. So I'm rooting for this guy. That's cute. It's always nice when he gets to use the Force. I remember when he lifted up that big bantha, and I'm just like, wow. No, it wasn't a bantha. It was some rhinoceros type creature. It's the thing he wears. Him and his dad, you know, they wear on the thing. But it's funny how it's like rolling past like a kind of like a tumbleweed.
Preventing
and just go, oh, battle droids?
Another
no
war.
way. All right. Are those battle droids?
Strap in.
Let me read you. They look like they are.
Strap in.
war.
Probably not. But if there are battle droids, that would be awesome. They went to hyperspace. Hyperspace is always cool. I like when different franchises try and have like different explanations for going like hyperspeed and all. Like, I think in Star Wars it's called hyperspeed, and then in Halo it's called slip space, and then in Mass Effect you have these like big slingshots called mass relays, like speed and all. So it's pretty cool. I like the different explanations, and it's definitely interesting because I know in Halo it works different because the humanity's slip space engines are not as precise as the Covenant, but the Covenants do not know how theirs work versus how the humans do. So that's the edge, because humanity is innovative and the Covenant is imitative. I heard that quote and that went really hard for Halo. But yeah, I mean, I think Star Wars is like a lot more technologically advanced than Halo. Even the Covenant, I think the Covenant would get fucking wrecked. I mean, I swore, yeah, into that, but got just wrecked by humanity. So, anybody would get wrecked by Star Wars. So yeah, taking off the helmet, that's been more of a thing. And yeah, always nice to see Pedro. You know, cool guy. He's all right, dude. Let's get into it. Embo's cool. I remember there was a scene in the Clone Wars where he was like surfing down this hill, like I think he was helping Anakin, strangely enough, because they were hunting down these separatists, and that was pretty neat. Unless they were fighting. It's been a while since I've seen the episode.
It will be his turn.
And when he's angry, don't you dare touch his son. You don't do that.
Before going into harm's way, check your armor.
That's cool. What's the little arm blade thing he has? Is he like an assassin, like a hidden blade? You know, playing some Assassin's Creed lately. It's pretty good.
Beyond me.
That is true. The kid's gonna have to learn how to like remember how to like protect him, and that is sad though.
Won't always be around to protect him.
Are you scared? You should be.
Probably should be, yeah. That's like the thing from Dark Souls. What was that one guy, the boss that you could talk to in like the arena? The first like safe space you get to. You guys know what I'm talking about, the big snake guy. I think it's an alternate ending with like the dark path in that game. It's interesting stuff. Do we run? Yeah, we probably should.
Or do we fight?
I like this kid.
If you can fight. But if you have to run, then run, I'd say. Oh, little baby Greedo. Everybody talks about Baby Yoda, but nobody talks about Baby Greedo. What's going on here? I know Greedo wasn't the greatest guy. He tried to kill Han, but he's a cute little guy.
What are you waiting for?
Gotta get in that thing. They should just have like turrets on that thing so you can like defend himself. You know, pew 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 pew. But it's like a speeder though. That's cool.
Let's save the rest for after dinner.
Nah. Those macaroons? Space macaroons. It's probably made out of the blue milk that those like weird things on like the planet that Luke was on at the second in the sequel trilogy. I don't remember the sequel trilogy names. I didn't really like them, so forgive me. That was really good. I liked it. I think we're gonna have a great time with this movie, and yeah, this is kind of the first time I'm doing a reaction. Not me more like the second time because I did the Halo one, but this one I had a lot of fun with, just kind of talking, getting my thoughts out there, and it seems really good. IMAX. I'm probably gonna go and see it. Maybe with my dad, maybe with some friends, but it's looking pretty good. And who doesn't like some more Baby Yoda, you know? And I think this is like the first in like the Star Wars verse because they're trying to do what they did with MCU with the Star Wars. So I don't know what they would call it, the SWCU or the SCU or the GCU, the Grogu Cinematic Universe. I think they'll come up with a name for it. I know Ahsoka's supposed to be in there, and the Rebels characters are supposed to be in there. So it's all supposed to be like a big culmination that they're working towards. So that'll be really interesting. But yeah, that's really good. Yeah, but real quick, I hope that we get like an Old Republic series because we need that with the remaster remake of KOTOR coming out soon. We definitely need to focus on that, and it's just such an interesting underused area where I mean you know, I don't mind MMOs, but I kind of wish that it wasn't almost an MMO. The Old Republic, because they wanted to do Knights of the Old Republic 3, but then EA was like, hey, you know, let's just do an MMO because that was what was popular and making money. And so I'll probably check it out, but I'm always more of a single player guy, to be completely honest, because MMOs take up a lot of time, and not that I don't mind playing them, but the reason why I'm kind of so into Destiny, or was until kind of went downhill, is because it's accessible. And I know there's like an ongoing meme that says like, oh my god, wow, you know, the dad who plays for 2 minutes so you can't get the greatest exotic ever that you have to grind like 1,000,000 hours for, but neither here nor there. But it's accessible if you play a little bit, you can get things done. But if it's like World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy, like 14, I believe is the MMO, we just constantly grind for things. I mean, definitely in time and place, but I think you can only do 1 or 2 max if you really want to get into it. If you want to reach endgame, but of course I'm not like a seasoned MMO player or anything. If you don't want to count Destiny, so that's just me. But I think we will play some more Warcraft. We'll do some definitely things on the channel. But I really had a lot of fun with this, and I kind of want to do some more. And I think we'll be streaming soon. I like this. I like reacting, giving my takes on things like that. And there's a lot of good stuff I want to cover. I want to react to the State of Play, so I think that'll be next. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with you guys. This is awesome. Cool Shades 12 signing out, and a lot more coming soon. Gonna really try and do daily uploads, so that's what's gonna be on the channel here. And yeah, see ya.